My latest painting is Julia and her sisters. Hi, I'm Aya Katz, and I love to paint and share the process with you. But before we continue with this painting, I want you to subscribe and then press the bell icon for notifications. Thank you. So here we are. You may recall that on Sunday I started painting Julia and her sisters, and I wasn't painting that fast. I did it on the live stream so you could see me painting at my regular pace. And in fact, I'm going to put a link here so that you can go back and see what that really looked like. So there I was putting it all together. I love to paint family groups, family portraits. And my friend Julia had this beautiful picture, a snapshot from one Christmas with herself and her two sisters. And I just thought it would be great to paint that. So I set about doing it. And you can see it starts out sort of primitive. It starts out with an outline. And then when I'm going back to the face after I did the outline, what I like to do is I like to look at the highlights and the shadows and try to build the face out of the highlights and the shadows. So right here, the youngest sister is receiving her highlights, and I'm trying to build her face that way. And she's got some shadows as well. Now I'm working on Julia. Julia is the eldest sister, so she's visibly taller than the other two. And she's got a beautiful smile. And I think before I got anything else about her right, I got her smile. I really like her smile. So again, I'm trying to put in highlights even in her hair and in her clothing because I don't want everything to be flat. And now I'm on to the middle sister. And the middle sister has a very beautiful face. And I'm in the process of trying to define the planes of her face. So I'm looking very closely. And at this point, it doesn't really look that much like her, but I do get there. You know, sometimes it takes me a while, but I do have an idea of what a person's face looks like and how to get it to be more like what I want it to be. So that's my philosophy of portrait painting is it doesn't have to start out looking like that person. But if I see that it doesn't, I'll ask myself, well, what needs to be changed? How can we make it look more like that person? And as we move along, it really does start to resemble the person that I'm painting. She has a very strong face, very determined, very beautiful, and I really wanted to capture that. Now, one of the challenges of this particular painting is the light. So this was a Christmas picture. It was indoors. I'm guessing that it might have been during the night because there was a lot of light coming from a lot of different directions, and the light was very yellow. And so I don't know, there's kind of a feeling of almost overexposure in the snapshot, and I'm trying to match that in the sense that there's just a lot of light everywhere. So there are more shadows than you might see in your average portrait. And there are highlights. There's light coming both from the right and from the left. And it does a very good job of defining the planes of the people's faces. But In certain respects, it's a little hard to work with that kind of lighting because if you're not careful, it does give somewhat of a more eerie cast or too strong a cast to a person's face. And here I'm struggling with the youngest sister. I'm putting her ribbon in. I've got her hairstyle, but I really want to get her smile too. She's got an idiosyncratic kind of different smile, and I want to get that because every smile is different, every person is different, and I just want to show the entire family, happy together in their Christmas attire. So I'm back on Julia, still working on Julia, trying to refine what I have there. I mean, she is recognizable, but I just want to do a better job of getting everything right. And what I'm still struggling with is the lighting, the fact that there are highlights from more than one direction on the faces. I think this painting has the feel of a snapshot to it. And I hope that all of the people in the painting are recognizable. And I also hope that you can see that they're sisters and just the family feeling between them. So there it is. There's the painting, Julia and her sisters. If you haven't subscribed or liked the video yet, please do so now. And I'll see you again for my next painting. Thank you.